So we have completed the concept of subprograms, right? Then we will be having string and unstring. Then we have inspect. Then we have arrays. We have 66 and 66 level number. And renames. We have redefines. Apart from this string, unstring, inspect, I think that's it. Mostly done. So 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 today's class will be seeing how to compare two files. Okay, so uh, this topic, right? This is one of the most asked interview question. Okay, so mostly in every interview, there will not be any interview without this question. Okay, mostly they will ask you how you would compare two files in COBOL. So their requirement will be they will have two files. First file input one, okay. Then they will have input two. So, for example, you are having some employee details are there. In your first file, it is something like employee ID, then employee name, then employee some other thing, employee designation, and then you have employee department. This is your first file. So employee IDs will be there, employee name will be there, and employee department. In your second file, for example, you're having these are department details. So in the department details, so here also you are having uh, or otherwise we'll make it very simple. Okay, I don't want to make it very complex. Okay, in your second file also you're having some employee ID, employee name, employee designations are there. So in your first file, let us say your employee ID is 1111. Okay, 2222 4444. So this is your first file. Okay. In your second file, so you're having something like this 1111. Then you have 2222. Then you have 3333. Then you have, sorry, 5555, 6666. Then you have 8888, 9999. ఇలా ఉన్నాయనుకోండి. So ఇక్కడ, I'm sorry. So here we are having some common records as well as some different things. Understand? So ఇక్కడ మన ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడి కామన్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడీస్ ఉన్నాయి 1111 both files లో ఉంది 2222 both files లో ఉంది and there are some employee IDs which are present in both the files. Also, there are some employee IDs which are present in any of the one file. So here if you observe, right, 4444 which is there in only in the first file and 3333 which is there in the second file only. You're getting? So now the question is, uh, need three output files. Okay, they need three output files. The first file, it should have all the matching records, I can say, or matching employee IDs. That means employee IDs which are present in both the files. In simple words, we will say employee IDs which are present in both the files. And second output, it should have employee IDs present in only first file. And the third one, this file should have employee IDs present only in second file. Okay. So first file, it should have all the employee IDs present in both the files. And second, it should have all the employee IDs present only in the first file. And it should have all the employee IDs present only in the second file, third one. So ఇది మనం ఎట్లా compare. So here the very first requirement is when you are answering the question, the very first thing is both the input files must be in the sorted order. ఇది మనకి మెయిన్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్. సో మనం ఫస్ట్ ఇది చెప్పాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ మన both the input files must be in the sorted order. Okay, so that means if you're giving some data, you cannot give 999 above 777. So they can give, meaning the input files can be in the any order, but before coming to COBOL program, you must have these files in the sorted order. How you will be sorting? We will be using JCL for that to sort the data. So before coming to COBOL program, we'll take these files and we will sort the data. So that data will be in the sorted order. Now we are going to our COBOL program. So let's see how the COBOL program can be designed. For example, I'll tell you the theoretical part, how we have to do it. So first point, I am reading the first file. Okay, I'm reading the first file. As you will say before that, as usually, we are having the procedure division, right? In our procedure division, we'll have our main para. In our main para, we will be having, so first we will be having some initialization part. So in our main para, I'm saying perform some 1000 initial para through 1000 exit. So in this paragraph, you will be having all the initialization part. Okay. Then I'm reading my, let's say perform, I'm reading my first file. Okay, first file. So let's say 2000 read file 1 to 2000 exit. So what is happening? I'm reading my first file. So when you are saying read, so it will basically read only one record, right? You understand that concept. So మన ఫైల్ ని రీడ్ అనగానే ఒక రికార్డే రీడ్ అవుతుంది, తెలుసు కదా. ఒకవేళ ఫైల్ మొత్తం రీడ్ చేయాలంటే you have to use perform until EOF concept, attend not attend concept you have to use. Okay, so for now I am reading my first record. So first file లో ఉన్న first record ని I am reading. Second thing, perform 3000 read file 2 through my 3000 exit. So what I'm doing, I'm reading the second file also. So first file I have read, second file I have read. If you come and see here, so that means what two records were read here. From here, this is read, this record read, and here from the second file, this record read, correct? So I have read two records I have read. Now I will say perform 4000 process para through 4000 exit. So till which point I have to process this? Till the end of first file or till the end of second file, whichever completes first, I have to process. So here it will be until, let's say I'm taking two switches here in my working storage section. As usual, you know what is the EOF, right? So here I'm saying 01 WS EOF 1 pick X of 01. Similarly, WS EOF 2 pick X of 01. So by default, it will have N. If you want, we can value N. So when it is attend, we can make it as Y. Okay. Today my throat is not well. That's why I'm speaking little slow. Okay. So until, so here you will have, if you want, you can have your 88 level, 88 EOF1 value y. So this is also fine, just like our 88. So otherwise you can have it as a normal value. So that is until WCOF1 equal to y, until WSEOF1 equal to y, or WSEOF2 equal to y. So until this file end or that file end, we have to keep on processing that. Okay. Then you will have your perform 9000 summary through 9000 exit. Now let us see what is there in your initialize para. Initialize I am not writing. So I'm directly going to 2000 read file one. Why I'm not initializing, I'm not writing initialize para. You already know it, what is there inside this, right? So perform read file one. Inside this, I'm saying read whatever input file one or something. We will be giving some name, right? Select file name assigned to DD name. So that file name, I'm thinking it as input file one. That is the nickname I have given. Read input file one. Attend. What you have to do? Move y to WSEOF1. Okay. Then not attend. Basically, we won't be doing anything. So I'm just saying continue. And here you will have end read. Okay. Similarly, you will be having your the 3000 read also. I'll explain it again. No worries, but you have to understand the concept. So I'm reading, sorry, this is 3000, right? So I'm reading my second file. So attend, move y to WSEOF2. Understand? Not attend, continue. And now we will be going into the process para. So this process para will be executed. 4000 process para will be executed until EOF1 or EOF2. So that means until the end of the first file or end of the second file. Let's say I'm going to this 4000 process para. Okay. Here, so here what I'm doing, evaluate true. Okay, we have the concept called evaluate true, right? So now I'm checking. So at this point, I have read my first record from the file one, and I have read my first record from file two, because I have used only one statement, read file one. So this paragraph will be executed only once, and read file two, this paragraph also will be executed only once. So first record, that means 1111 from the first file and 1111 from the second file read. You have to keep that in your mind. Now 1111 from both the files we have read. Okay. So evaluate true. Here I'm saying when. Okay. So let's say first file one, when EMP ID 1 equal to EMP ID2. So I did not declare this variable, but consider EMP ID1 is the variable from first file. EMP ID2 is the variable from second file. You consider like, so when EMP1, EMP ID1 is equal to EMP ID2, that means the very first record that we are reading is the very first records from both the files that we have read are equal. సో మనం రీడ్ చేసిన ఫస్ట్ టూ రికార్డ్స్ సేమ్ అయితే ఒకవేళ, సో ఫస్ట్ రికార్డ్ నుంచి ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్ నుంచి ఒక రికార్డు, సెకండ్ ఫైల్ నుంచి ఒక రికార్డ్ రీడ్ చేసినాం కదా. సో ఫస్ట్ మనం ఏం చెక్ చేస్తున్నాం, ఒకవేళ ఈ రెండు సేమ్, మనం రీడ్ చేసిన ఫస్ట్ రికార్డ్స్ సేమ్, ఇఫ్ employee ID1 is equal to employee ID2, that means the first record, the one record from the first file and the one record, the very first record from the second file, if these two are same, ఒకవేళ సేమ్ అయితే what you want to do, I would like to perform write a paragraph, write match para something. So inside this paragraph, what I will be doing, I will be just moving all the fields to output file variable, and I will be writing that file. Okay. So instead of this, what we will say 4500. Okay, 4500, write match para through 4500 exit. Okay. In case when EMP ID 1 is greater than EMP ID, okay, if EMP ID 1 is greater than EMP ID 2. So what will happen here? Let us say I do not have this. Let's say my file is directly starting from here. It is starting from 2222. So when I'm saying the first record, read the first record, which record is it read? It read that 2222. This record it read. And from here, it read this 1111. So now file 1 is greater than file 2 or not? ఒకవేళ నా ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్ 111 అనేది లేదనుకోండి. సో డైరెక్ట్ గా నేను ఫస్ట్ రీడ్ చేసింది ఎక్కడికి వస్తుంది? ఇది రీడ్ చేస్తుంది. ఇందులో ఫస్ట్ రీడ్ చేసింది ఇది రీడ్ 1111 రీడ్ చేస్తుంది. నౌ ఫైల్ 1 నుంచి ఒక రికార్డు, ఫైల్ 2 నుంచి ఒక రికార్డు వచ్చినాయి. కరెక్ట్. ఫైల్ 1 లోనేమో 2222 ఉంది, ఫైల్ 1 లోనేమో 1111. సో ఇప్పుడు will the first condition would be true? I'm first checking whether employee ID 1 equal to employee ID 2 or not. Is this condition true?
No.
No, right? So it will directly go into this. Correct. So when ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? So when it is when the first file is greater than second file, so what you will think? Okay, first file is greater than second file. That means second file is in the low stage. ఇప్పుడు యొక్క కాన్సెప్ట్ మీరు అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ 5 ఉంది అనుకోండి, ఇంకొక దాంట్లో 3 ఉంది. సో 5 is greater than 3. దీని కింద 4 ఉండొచ్చు, 5 ఉండొచ్చు, 6 ఉండొచ్చు, ఇట్లా ఉండొచ్చు. అంటే ఇక్కడ 5 ఉండి ఇక్కడ 3 ఉంది అంటే 5 లేదు అని కాదు. మేబీ 3 తర్వాత 4, 5 ఉండొచ్చు. సో దట్ మీన్స్ వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ, ఇఫ్ file 1 key is greater than file 2 key, then you have to stop file 1, stop reading file 1, then you have to read file 2. So file 2 లో ఉన్న నెక్స్ట్ రికార్డ్ ని రీడ్ చేయాలి. Correct or not? So we'll see whether the next record is matching, whether the next record is matching, like that. You're understanding?
Yes.
So here, what I will do, and here one thing will be confirmed. What the thing that is getting confirmed is, if suppose, yeah. So let us say first record we are reading. Anyway, both are matching. It will go. And second record also, both are matching. So no problem. And third record here I am reading 4444. Here I am reading, here I am getting 3333. So when I am getting 4444 and here it is low, that means there is no chance of having this record in, meaning there is, sorry, there is no chance of having this record inside this, right? At least this point is clear. అంటే ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ 4444 వచ్చిందంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? 333 లేదన్నట్టే కదా అర్థం.
Yes.
సెకండ్ ఫైల్ లో 444 వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది, ఎందుకంటే ఇది లో కాబట్టి. బట్ ఇక్కడ 333 వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ లేదు. ఆల్రెడీ 444 అనేది 333 క్రాస్ అయిపోయి వచ్చింది. సో దేర్ ఈస్ నో ఛాన్స్ యువర్ ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్ మే హ్యావ్ దిస్ 333. కరెక్ట్?
Yes.
Yes.
So that means this 333 is present only in second file. I hope this point you are understanding, right? See, when file 1 key is greater than file 2 key, you will be reading, or you will be reading the next record of your file 2. But also at the same time, the current record you will decide it is present only in your second file. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ 4444 వచ్చి ఇక్కడ 333 వచ్చినప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? 333 తర్వాత 444 ఉండొచ్చేమో అని ఫైల్ 2 లో ఉన్న సెకండ్ రికార్డ్ ని రీడ్ చేస్తున్నాం. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం 333 ఉండదు అనే పాయింట్ కూడా, 333 ఇందులో ఉండదు అనే పాయింట్ కూడా కన్ఫర్మ్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. కరెక్ట్? సో ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ 444 వచ్చిందంటే ఈ 333 ఇందులో ఉండదు. దట్ ఈస్ క్లియర్, రైట్?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So what I am doing here, first point, after reading my first record from first file, first record from second file, నేను వచ్చి డైరెక్ట్ గా ఇవి ఈక్వల్ అని చూసిన. ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ దీస్ టూ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్, so what I have to do, I have to read the next records from both the files. So I will be saying perform 2000 read file 1 through read 2000 exit. So మళ్ళీ సెకండ్ రికార్డ్ రీడ్ చేస్తున్నా ఫ్రమ్ బోత్ ద ఫైల్స్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ మనం రీడ్ చేసిన ఫస్ట్ రికార్డే మ్యాచ్ అయితే, ఇన్ కేస్ ద ఫస్ట్ రికార్డ్ దట్ వీఆర్ రీడింగ్ is matching, both the employee IDs are matching from both the files, then I have to read the second record from both the files, right? So here what I'm doing, if these are matching, so I'm reading the another record from file 1, similarly another record from file 2. So next records I am okay. So now this point, if employee ID 1 is greater than employee ID 2, that means this employee ID 2 is not present in employee ID 1. This point is clear. So this is present only in file 2. So what I have to do first here, before reading any other file, I have to perform some 4600 write only file 2 through 4600 exit. So now which file I have to increment? I just have to increment the file 2, right? So I will stop reading the file 1 and I will be checking the next record of file 2, whether it is 4444 or what. So I will just say perform 3000 read file 2 through 3000 exit. Okay, now I'm just incrementing the second file only. Okay, now the last when condition, when emp id 1 is less than emp id 2. So for example, when you are reading it here, let's say, okay, first record you read, fine. Second record you read, both are matching. Then third record you read, so here it is 4, here it is 3, correct? So not matching. Employee ID 1 is greater than employee ID 2. So what happened? Now you stopped reading this. So 4444 you stop. First this 3333 you have written into a file that is present only in file 2. Now you have read the second, meaning another record from file 2 only. This 4444 you stop here only. You're not reading this. You're trying to see whether after 3333 it is 4444 or not. So you read the next record, but directly what came? 5555 came. So now it became, now which condition is true? Employee ID 1 is less than employee ID 2, correct? I hope you are understanding. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేసినాం అంటే ఫస్ట్ 2 రికార్డ్స్ మ్యాచ్ అయినాయి, థర్డ్ రికార్డ్ రీడ్ చేసినాం. ఇందులో 44 వచ్చింది, ఇక్కడ 33 వచ్చింది. సో దట్ మీన్స్ ఈ 33 ఇందులో మాత్రమే ఉంటుందని కన్ఫర్మ్ అయినా. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేసినాం, 44 ని ఇక్కడ దిస్ ఇస్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ దిస్, రైట్? సో మనం ఏం చేసినాం, ఫైల్ 1 ని ఈ 44 ని ఇక్కడే ఆపి ఈ 33 కింద ఒకవేళ 44 ఉందేమో అని సెకండ్ ఫైల్ నుంచే రీడ్ చేస్తున్నాం మళ్ళీ. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏమైంది, వీ హ్యావ్ గాట్ 5555, రైట్? సో 5555 వచ్చేసరికి ఇప్పుడు కండిషన్ ఏమైంది, employee ID 1 is less than employee ID 2, correct?
Yes.
So employee ID 1 less than employee ID 2 అంటే దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటి, ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఆల్రెడీ దీన్ని దాటేసి వెళ్ళిపోయింది. సో ఈ 4444 ఇందులో ఉండే ఛాన్సే లేదు. am I correct or not? That means this 4444 is present only in file 1. You agree?
Yes.
Yes.
సో మనం ఇప్పుడు 4444 ఇక్కడ ఉంది, 33 తర్వాత మనం నెక్స్ట్ రికార్డ్ రీడ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు దీని కింద ఒకవేళ 44 దీని కింద ఒకవేళ 4444 అనేది ఉంటదేమో అన్న ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ తో సెకండ్ ఫైల్ రీడ్ చేసినాం. బట్ సెకండ్ ఫైల్లో 4444 లేదు, 5555 ఉంది. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏమైంది, ఆల్రెడీ 4444 ని దాటేసింది, ఇంకా 4444 ఉండే ఛాన్సే లేదు ఇక్కడ, రైట్? సో దట్ మీన్స్ దిస్ 4444 ఈస్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ యువర్ ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్. సో మనం ఇప్పుడు ఈ కండిషన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, సో వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ, ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఏది ఎక్కువ, ఇది ఎక్కువ. ఫైల్ 2 ఈజ్ మీనింగ్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడి 2 ఇస్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడి 1. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడి సెకండ్ ఫైల్ ని ఇక్కడ ఆపేసి ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్లో ఉన్న నెక్స్ట్ రికార్డ్ ని రీడ్ చేస్తాం, ఒకవేళ ఇది మ్యాచ్ అవుతుందా. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏంది, దీన్ని ఆపి ఇక్కడ 5555 అయింది. సో ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని ఇక్కడే ఆపేసి ఇది గ్రేటర్ దాన్ కదా, సో దీన్ని ఆపేసి ఫస్ట్ ఫైల్ ని ఇంక్రిమెంట్ చేయాలి, దీన్ని నెక్స్ట్ రికార్డ్ చేసేస్తే ఓకే, మళ్ళీ 5555 తో మ్యాచ్ అయింది. మ్యాచ్ అవ్వగానే ఎమ్మటే ఇది ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తుంది, ఇందులోకి ఒక ఎంప్లాయీ ఐడి 1 ఈక్వల్ దీంట్లోకి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ అది మ్యాచ్ లోకి రాసేస్తుంది. రాసేసి మళ్ళీ రెండిట్లో నుంచి నెక్స్ట్ రికార్డ్స్ రీడ్ చేస్తాం. ఒక 5555 అయిపోయింది కదా, సో ఇక్కడ 7777, ఇక్కడ 66 రీడ్ చేస్తాం. అట్లా అనమాట ప్రాసెస్. ఈ ఫ్లో ఎప్పటి వరకు, మనం ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నాం, ఈ ప్రాసెస్ పేరా, ఈ 4000 ప్రాసెస్ పేరా ఎప్పటి వరకు జరగాలి అంటే అంటిల్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ EOF1 ఆర్ EOF2. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది, ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ దాకా వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, 7 ఉంది, 7 ఈ రెండు మిస్ మ్యాచ్, లాస్ట్ 9 ఇట్లా. అంటే ప్రెసెంట్ ఏదో ఒక ఫైల్ ఎండ్ అయ్యే వరకు మనం ఈ ప్రాసెస్ జరుగుతూనే ఉంటుంది అనమాట. జరిగి మ్యాచ్ అన్ని ఒక ఫైల్లోకి ఇక్కడ ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది, లెట్స్ సీ హియర్ వాట్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్, perform 4700, write only file 1 through 4700, exit. And now which file I have to read? Tell me. See, whichever is the lower value, that file I have to read. Remember this. Here, this is the lowest value. So I have to increment this. That's why I have read file 2. Now this is the lowest value, right? So which file I have to read?
File 1.
File 1. 2000, read file 1 through 2000, exit. And then you will have your end evaluate. Okay, so idi manaki this is the logic that we use for comparing the files. So after, so if, what we are doing, first we are reading each record, meaning one record from first file and one record from second file. Now it will directly coming into this 4000 process para. So in this 4000 process para, it will first check whether those two records are same or not, whether those two keys are same or not. If they are same, directly it will go and write into a file. Okay, and it will increment, that means it will read the next record from file 1 and next record from file 2 because they are same, right? If suppose later, if employee ID 1, that is the key of first file, is greater than key of second file, that means you have to increment. First thing, this is not present in the first file, that is clear, so you will go and write it first. Okay, then you will read the next record of file 2. Okay, so until where it will be, so for every time, see, it will go here, so it will go to this file 2, then again it will come to this process para. So whenever it is coming to this process para, it will start from here again. So every time it is coming back to this 4000 process para, it will be starting from the first when condition. Again it will check whether equal to, whether greater than, or whether less than. So suppose here it is greater than, it will go and read the next file 2. Then again it will start from here, whether matching or this or this. So it will go into this part. So again it will read the file 1. So it will go to this, it will read this part. Again it will come to 4000 para. It will check from here, from the first when condition. So this cycle will be repeated until end of the files. Clear with this? We'll see
Yes.
the, yeah, we'll see the program, meaning how this works. This will say. Here it is. We'll go to source flip. Here I have compare. Okay, if you see here, before going to this, I'll show you the data. Okay. Let's say this is my first file. So inside this, I'm having records like 1111, 222, 333, 55, 7, 8, 9. And my second file is like this. 1122, 445, 6, 8, 9, something like this. Okay. So now I'll show you the program. And I'm having three output files. Out.match, out.only F1, out.only F2. Okay, coming to my program. So first, this is my first input one, policy in one. So these are the policy details. Okay, so that is my first input file, policy into, this is my second input file for pole 1, pole 2. And now, you see policy out 1, that is pole 3, policy out 2, and policy out 3. So I have taken 3 output files, one for match, one for only file 1, one for only file 2. Now I have to define them. So here FD, file section FD, policy in one, record contains 80, all these things. So in my, see, for the easiness, I have removed all these variables. Otherwise, we can proceed with these details. So here the concept is how to compare is the concept, not the more number of variables, okay? So here, anyway, if you're having these also, you'll be comparing with the key only. Here, policy number is the key. So policy number I1, 9 of 5, okay? And filler 75 I have made. Next thing, policy number I2, 9 of 5, filler, except 75. Next, out 1, everything I have out 1, out 2, and then out 3. Now coming to this working storage, I'm having WS UAF1, UAF2, input record 1 count. That means first input file count, second input file count. So how many records are going into the match? How many records are going into the only F1? How many are going into the only F2? So all those things we have written. And valid, if this part is required, meaning I did not perform this valid case, like whether all spaces or all, maybe when you are practicing, you can add this para, okay? Then all these are extra things we don't need. So this is file status 1, file status 2, file status 3, 4, 5, because we have 5 files. Now coming to your main para. So here, first is initialize para. The next is read input file 1. That is the same thing that we have discussed here. Okay. What we have discussed in this notepad, that is the same thing. So first I am reading my first file. Okay. Then I'm reading my second file. Then I'm processing until first file end or the second file end. Then I'm going to summary. So let's see. In my initialize para, I'm opening all the files. So first file in input mode, second file in input mode, because those two are input files. And from there, other 3 are output files. So output mode policy out 1, output mode policy out 2, output mode policy. So 3 files I have opened in output mode because I want to write some data into those files. Okay. Now, these are all the initialization part. Okay. Move zeros, all those things. Then, now let us see. 2000 read input. So as usual, read in one, attend, move y to this, not attend, continue. Just continue means where the control will go. It will go to the next scope terminator, that is end read. So that means you are not doing anything. Simply you are passing the control to the here you are passing. Okay. So now, I'm sorry. Okay. Here I'm just after reading, I'm incrementing the where is this 2000? Yeah, after reading, I'm incrementing the input record 1 count. So I'm just counting how many records I'm reading from file 1. Similarly, how many I'm reading the second file, and also I'm counting how many records I'm reading from file 2. Now come to this 3000 process. So in your 3000 process, if policy number 1 is equal to policy number 2, that means if the first record, so here we have already read one record from both the files, right? How you are saying it, one record from, because 2000 read input file 1, this will read one record, this will read one record. So from both the files we have read one record, correct? So if you see, this is your 2000 para. So here you are reading one record, and here you are reading another record. So 2 records. That means if you take this notepad, so you read first record from here and first record from here. Okay. So yeah, if this equal to this, so what I'm doing, I'm perform 3200 write match para. So 3200 in the inside this, what you'll be doing, I'll be moving this I1 to policy number O1. So this O1 is my match file. Okay. So if you see this, if I'm going little up to the declaration part, see, consider this O1, out one is O1. So this is my This is the file which I'm using for writing the matched records, OO2. This is the file which I'm using for only file 1, and this is for only file 2. So that, so in my 3200, I'm moving this input record. That means, so when it is matching, you can move the I1 or I2. Both are same because they are matching. So there is nothing like you have to move only I1. See, in first file also you are having 1111. In second file also you are having 1111. That means policy number I1 is also same, I2 is also same. Either you can move I1 or I2 to your O1. That is matched case. And then you are saying write out one. So into the matched record, it is gone. So now you are adding one count. That means you are counting how many records you are writing to your matched file. Okay. Next, what is the next when condition? After that, what you're doing, you're reading the file 1 and file 2. That means you're reading the next records from both the files. Now again, it will read the second record from both the files. Again, it will come to this 3000 para. From here, it will start whether they are matching. So it will check 2 also matching, right? So it will again go and write the match para. And again, it will read the next two records. So here 4444 and 3333. So here it is again, it will be coming from the top. So here 4444 is greater than 3333. So what will happen? It will go into this. And now we already know that this 3333 already skipped from first file. That means it is not there in this, it will be there only in the second file. So you will first write only in file 2. Okay. Then you will read the file 2. You are reading the next record of file 2. That means you are reading this. Okay. If suppose when it is coming into this, that means this 44, so it will directly come to 555, right? So that means this 4444 is already skipped from your file 2. So you will write only in file 1, and then you will be reading your input file 1. So this process will be repeated until the end of the files. Now if you come here, so this is what actually that day I have asked you to understand the program, what is happening inside this program. So this happening, how this is happening, what we are comparing, how this is comparing. So that's what I asked to give the analysis. Okay. So write match para, write only file 1, only file 2. That's it. In the summary, in 9000, where is this 9000? Here I am displaying total input record, input 1 records, input 2 records, only matched records, only file 1 records, only file 2 records. So did you understand the program, everyone? See, it is the logical thing you have to, meaning that's the reason I have explained everything here in Notepad first and then on program level. So the comparison is very simple, only 3 steps. If they are matching, write into match file and read the next records from both the files. If file 1 key is greater than file 2 key, so write only file 2 record and read the next record. So whichever is the low, see when you are comparing, right? See, when you're comparing, see, file 1 is greater than file 2. That means this is low, file 2 is low. So you have to read file 2. When file 1 is less than, that means this is low. So you have to read file 1. That means whichever is low, you have to write only that record. Meaning here file 2 is low. So you have to write only file 2. Here file 1 is low. So you have to write only file 1 and read file 1. That's it. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let us try to execute this. Won't take much time, just 10 minutes or 5 minutes. In my Cobol compiler, I'm giving file compare, FILCOMPR, and then submit. This is fine. Here I have created one JCL, meaning run JCL is same. Only thing is I have added for policy 1, policy 2, 3, 4, 5. These files I have added. This is my first input file. This is my second input file. out dot match, out dot only F2, out dot only F1. Okay. So this is your run JCL. Run JCL just confuse అవ్వద్దు. Just ఈ 5 తీసేస్తే నార్మల్. మీకు తెలుసు కదా ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్. Okay. Now I'm submitting. This is also fine. So now you tell me, I'll open this file 1 here. And also I'll open the file 2. So I'm using swap F9. So F9. So in my file 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is matching. 1, 1, 1, 1 is matching. 2, 2, 2, 2 is matching. 2, 2, 2, 2 is matching. So these two should go to match records, right? And similarly, in your file 1, 3333 is there only in your file 1. So it should go to only file 1 case. And 4444 is there only in your file 2. So it should go to only file 2 case. Then 5555 and 5555 both are matching. So this 5555 should go to match case. And similarly, 6666 is not there in file 1. So 6666 is only there in file 2. And 7777 is only there in file 1. I think, yeah. Then 88889999. These two are present in both the files. So this is how your output file should be looking. So let's see the match case. So 1111, 222, 555, 89. These are the matched records. Let's see only F1 case. So in your only F1, you have only 333 and 777. This is correct. Only F2, you have 4444 and 666. So are we correct or not?
Correct.
Correct, right?
Correct.
Let's go to spool. See it. Let's see the sys out. Here you will be having, at the end, you will be having the statistics. See, total number of input records, 8. Total number of input 2 records, 8. Number of records matched, 5. Number of only in F1, 2. Only in F2, 2. Something like that. Okay. So these are the properties. So this is about your file comparison logic. And yeah. And